Welcome to It's All About the Dogs. Should I titer test my dog? What is a titer test? A titer test is a blood draw that measures your dog's immunity to certain live viruses. I got into titer testing about 3.5 years ago. First of all, I want to mention that I am not a veterinarian or a medical professional, and this is not an anti-vaccine discussion. I am just, this is based solely on my personal research, the things that I have looked at and read and determined what is best for my dogs. I urge you to do the research, do the work, do the homework. Call the universities. You can call the University of Wisconsin. You can call the University of Kansas. I've dropped links to their Titer programs in the comments below so that you can go ahead and go on their website, get their phone number, read their research. If you want to get rabies titers, you'll need to go through the University of Kansas. They are the only ones I'm aware of that do rabies titering. I send my dog's titer tests off to the University of Wisconsin. I have actually called and talked with them and spoken with some of their researchers about the titer testing and why you should do it for your dog, what their results are, and what they have shown in studies that they have done about the titer testing and the immunity. Okay, so the titer testing measures your dog's immunity to certain live viruses. The top viruses, the core ones like parvo and distemper, those are the ones that are the big top ones that are measured. And those are the two that I measured on my dogs the very first time out 3 years ago. I had my dog tested first. She ended up getting lymphoma. We don't know what caused the lymphoma. Any number of environmental reasons could have happened to cause that. So it's not definitive. But at that time, her numbers were off the charts. My vet was astonished. He was shocked that her numbers were so high, her immunity numbers. At that point, he said to me, "This dog doesn't ever need to be vaccinated again. This is crazy." And I'm talking like the baseline is 16 and her numbers were like in the 2000s. So it was 2000 something over 16, which is crazy. I went ahead and tested the other dogs. Titus and Lucy were also off the charts on theirs. Titus was vaccinated last when he was 10 years old, and he was tested when he was 13. The University of Wisconsin actually wanted his test for a baseline in older dogs that hadn't had a vaccine for a while so that they could put his numbers into their study. So that is, he'll never, obviously at this point I wouldn't mess with it having him vaccinated anyway. Lucy probably needs to be retested, and Levi definitely needs to be retested. His numbers were in the normal range, but they were not off the charts crazy. They were more in a regular, yes, this is what he should have for immunity to these particular viruses. So if you want to see the numbers that I got on my dogs, I am most happy to share that with you. I'll drop my email down there. You can also send me a comment. Put in the comments that you want to see my dog's tests, and I'll be happy to upload those or email them to you if you want to provide your email address so that you can actually see what the titer test looks like when it comes back from the University of Wisconsin. They've added, since I started doing this, they've added a whole plethora of other tests because they've been doing this for a long time, this research. So I highly urge you to go on their website, give them a call, find out, do the research. Should I titer test my dog? I can't answer that for you. You have to determine that yourself. But the only way to determine that is to go and find out what the research says and why you should or should not titer test your dog. Zella will be due for a titer test as well this year, and so will Levi. So if their titers are low and it shows that they need a vaccine for something particular, I will go ahead and get them that vaccine if that is warranted. If it's not, then we'll go another couple of years or a year or 3 years, whatever is determined by their numbers. We will go with that and go ahead and test them in a couple of years to see if their immunity is still good. My takeaway from this, I have found this is what I choose to do for my dogs. My vet is very supportive. I love him. He has respected my decision not to blindly vaccinate my dogs. And, you know, we do that. I've done that for years. I'm guilty of that. I'm not judging you if you vaccinate your dogs every year. That's your choice. I have decided that I'm going to no longer choose to do that based on the information that I currently have. So go ahead, take a look at the research, get the numbers. Let me know if you want to see the numbers that I got for my dogs. Please subscribe to my channel. We'd love to see you back here for more videos about this and a lot of other things. More to come. And if this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. I appreciate your support, and it's all about the dogs. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of your day.